You can start exactly, when the clock strikes at the time of the event. All right. All right, Robert. Looks like we can start. Let me just quickly check. Yeah, looks like
Yeah.
we're good to go.
Okay.
All right.
Are you doing are you staying on and doing the intro and stuff, or?
No, no, you can start. You can introduce yourself and the event, and we can get started.
Oh, okay. All right. Cool. All right. Oh, hi there. My name's Robert Garner. I'm the founder of a company called Abstraction Labs, and we design and develop websites for recruitment agencies. I'm here thanks to Recruit CRM. Courteously let me come along to their LinkedIn Live, and we're going to be talking about websites today because that's basically what I specialize in. So I'm going to be talking you through, I guess, my opinions on your recruitment agency website. So, why you actually need a recruitment agency website, why it's important for your business, and what makes a good website as well. So I guess I'm coming at this from a few different angles. So I used to have a recruitment agency myself. I used to be, obviously, prior to that, I was just a consultant working for other agencies. And I also used to work in-house at a couple of large media companies and advertising agencies. So I'd look at using kind of recruitment agencies and add them to our PSLs and so on and so forth, really. So I guess the main kind of crux of it is I'd always say your website is such a good for attracting candidates and new talent for your business. So from a talent perspective, consultants who are reaching out to you to work for your business, they're going to look at your website. That's going to be one of the first ways they come across your business. Even if it's via LinkedIn or wherever it may be, they're going to jump on your website at some point and have a look through your join us page, have a look through the roles that you have on, whatever it may be, or just do some research about your company, really. If your website isn't looking particularly good or great at that stage, it's going to be a little off-putting, and it's going to be an uphill battle, to be frank, really. So your website is a really good way of attracting kind of new talent, new consultants to your business. Also candidates and clients as well. So from a candidate and client's perspective, candidates are obviously going to be jumping onto your website, having a look at your vacancy pages, having a look at your candidate pages. There's a lot of agency out there. Why should they partner with you as opposed to other recruitment agencies? And also from a prospective client view as well. So companies may be recruiting for specific roles that are in your niche. They may have come across you via LinkedIn or via search engines or whatever it may be. And they're going to land on your website. They're going to have a look at your website. If your website's not looking good, they're going to just navigate away and go to the next listing in the search engines, really. If it looks dated, if it's older than 10 years old, 5 years old, whatever it may be, they're just going to move on to the next, to one of your competitors, really. So from those perspectives, I'd say that's one of, some of the key reasons why you should have a great looking website. What makes a good looking website? So, or what makes a good site? I'd say relevance to what that person is searching for. So I assume that person's a search for something in Google and your site has come up. Your site should be relevant to what they're searching for, first of all. Page speed is a big one as well. So that can really frustrate a lot of people out there. So if someone clicks on your site and it's taken a while for the website to load up, that's really off-putting. Or if I'm on your website and I'm navigating around between various different pages and your pages are taking a while to load off, that's just going to annoy me. I think it's about, if it takes longer than 3 seconds or so to kind of load, people just navigate away. They just move on. People don't have the attention, the time to kind of wait around that long. They just move on to the next search listing. So page speed and how your website kind of loads up is key. General user experience. So How easy is your website to navigate around? Are there calls to action throughout the website? As I'm scrolling down the home page, are there sections leading to the about us, to your blogs, to your vacancies? As a user, I may land on your website, I may not know exactly what I'm looking for. And it's good to use those call to actions, those different sections, to show what is available on your website, also they are on your website. How easy it is to find what I'm looking for as well. So if I do land on your website and I'm looking for a specific page, if I'm a client, I want to learn about your business, I may want to find the about us page, I may want to find the clients page, I may want to find the services, the specialisms page. How easy are those pages to find? Are they clearly marked in your navigation footer at the bottom of the website? As I'm navigating around, are there relevant calls to actions to those pages based on what I've kind of previously read or whatever it may be, really? So I think that's a big one as well. You want your website to be easy to use and to kind of guide your visitors around. Visibility. So I guess in the search engines, but then also across kind of social media platforms as well. So make sure you've got a healthy kind of social media presence across platforms that you feel equate or align with your business. So whether that's Facebook or X or YouTube or TikTok or whatever it may be. Make sure you're regularly posting to those sites. So you're posting your vacancies on your website to those social media platforms, or new blogs you've written, or when you have a new member join the team, add the new kind of team page and put that across the social media channels. So try and get your website out there as much as possible. But yeah, also visibility in search engines. So SEO is obviously huge. When I had my recruitment agency years and years ago, like 10 years ago now, our website, I had a brilliant SEO guy that worked on our website. He used to head up a London agency, and he had our website ranking #1 for the majority of search terms that related to our business. And every single day I'd have a relevant candidate, a relevant client getting in touch via the website. People were finding us on a regular basis. There are literally hundreds, if not thousands, of monthly search terms related to your business. People are looking for engineering jobs. They're looking for recruitment agencies that specialize in the pharma industry, whatever it may be. And there's literally thousands of those searches. You can use tools like Google Keyword Planner, and they will kind of show you relevant search terms related to your business, and they'll show you the amount of traffic, monthly traffic, that those search terms receive as well. And it will honestly bowl you away when you see there are thousands of people searching for your business right now every single month. And if you're not on that first page, then you're just missing out on revenue. You're missing out on placements. You're missing out on fees. Accessibility as well. We're a big proponent of it as much as possible. So when I say accessibility, that means how easy it is for people to access your website, for people that may have physical disabilities. So people that may find it hard to see, or may find it hard to use a mouse or use a keyboard the same way that you and I may do, and kind of take that for granted. So how accessible is your website for people that may have physical limitations? And that may not be particularly important to you. You may be like, oh, do you know what? 99% of our candidates, our clients are kind of able-bodied people. But it is a huge, huge thing, especially in America. It's a legal requirement. So if you've got an office over in America, you'd have to check this list over there. But I think it's a legal requirement for your website to be fully accessible as well. So I'd really kind of drill into that as well. What else makes a really good website? I'd say security is one. So I see a huge number of websites on a daily basis that aren't fully secure, or that are breaking GDPR rules. So one big one that I always kind of tend to see is the cookie consent. I'd say about half of the across are not UK and EU GDPR compliant when it comes to their cookie consent. So that normally means that when someone lands on your website's leaving cookies on their device before they've given permission for it to do so. You're probably not going to get in trouble. Like the ICO who kind of looks after these things isn't going to be knocking on your door and kind of chasing you up. But if someone does report you, then they can send you a legal letter and they can take you to court and they can fine you for these things. And the fines are huge. So it's a small thing that I would really kind of recommend just sorting out, really. You have so much sensitive data that comes through your website. Data should be a really big priority for you, and privacy should be a priority for your business as well. I think your website should convert well. There's no point having the website there if it's not converting. So it should be attracting visitors to your business. The content, the text, the images, all that kind of stuff should be engaging visitors while they're on there. And it should be converting as well. So people should be, clients should be getting in touch via the contact form. People should be signing up to your newsletter. People should be entering in their email address so they can download that salary survey. Candidates should be going onto your vacancy pages and sending across their CV via the application form. So these are all conversions. These are things that you should be tracking. Analytics as well, marketing analytics. I think you should have kind of analytics on your website. So it's really easy to integrate your website with Google Analytics 4, Google Tag Manager, Google Search Console. All these tools are completely free to use, and they'll be able to kind of show you how much traffic your website's getting. So how on a daily basis, the demographics of those people, how old they are, where they live, their behaviors. You'll be able to see them navigating around the website, that the most popular pages on your website, things like that, really. That's really useful when it comes to kind of writing content. If you've got a blog piece that's, consistently every single month bringing in loads of visitors to your business, then you may want to replicate that content, maybe do some content around that, because people are obviously interested in that, or people are finding that content somehow as well. Can show you how people come onto your business, onto your website, whether it's through Reddit, or whether it's through LinkedIn or YouTube or TikTok or things like that. Really, you can track all those things on how people find your agency's website. Images, text, video, they're all important, obviously very important. Be picky about the images you choose. I find a lot of clients can kind of rush into this when we're building their websites. We'll kind of tell them throughout the process, they need to provide us with images. Can you send us images? Here's some free libraries to use, or here's some photographers we can recommend. And so many times it still is kind of a last minute thing that people are like, oh, okay, yeah. We've pretty much finished the website, and like, oh, okay, yeah, I'll find, you 20 images for the website, whatever it may be, and I'll send those over as soon as possible. But then they scramble around and pick things, really. But I say, yeah, spend your time picking images. There's loads of free to use libraries out there, such as Pexels, such as Unsplash. Don't just pull things off Google Images, because you can get in trouble for that. Also, the text is really important. Make sure there's no kind of spelling mistake. Budget to do so, then pay a content writer to do that. There's some really good content writers out there at the moment. There's some brilliant ones who specialize in the recruitment industry. I'd really recommend engaging with a content writer and getting them to write content for your website. It will save you so much time. They'll be able to do it quicker than you can do it, and they'll do a much better job. Just focus on your business, focus on making placements, and just allocate some money towards that. You'll thank me afterwards, trust me. Video content as well. If you can kind of use any video content on the website, that's absolutely brilliant. The more video and images you have of you as a team and you as a company, as a team, kind of going out doing social stuff or in the office or whatever it may be, using those kind of things, I think that's really good as well. Like if it's just you, obviously use some kind of stock library. If you've got a team of 10, 20, 30 people, there's probably loads of content you have, loads of images, loads of video content you have. So try and use that as much as possible on your website if it's good enough quality. Really. What else? Integrations. Yeah, a big one. CRM. Yeah, it's quite easy. If you're with Recruit CRM, it's Recruit CRM with your website. So whenever someone lands on your website, such as a candidate, and they apply for a job, that application will go directly into the Recruit CRM database and will be against that specific job. And the same for when you upload a job to the CRM, or you make it live, whatever it is, or you kind of deactivate it or delete it, that will do the same on the website. So add it to the website automatically or pull it off the web. And there's loads of integrations you can do. So chatbots are pretty big. Chat applications as well. WhatsApp Business. There's loads of kind of like SEO tools as well. So we integrate our websites with SEO tools, which kind of allow you to kind of pick keywords that are going to generate traffic for your specific blogs and stuff like that. We also have AI and machine learning tools, clouds that we can use on your website. So they're kind of good integrations. And what else? I'd say I'd say overall, in kind of closing, what makes a good website is a website that loads quickly, that looks great, that aligns with your niche. So it aligns with your clients, it aligns with your candidates, but also reflects you as a person, reflects your personality. Don't this is your business, this is your agency. So make sure the way it is in line with the niche as well that you recruit for. A website that's secure, although that doesn't really kind of come up really. But yeah, websites that look good, that load quickly, that fit with your niche, and they're easy to navigate. And it has all the relevant pages on there as well. Yeah, there's loads of, to be honest, there's so many websites I come across, they just don't have all the pages that they should have on them. Like I'd say there's probably about 20 pages that you should have on your website that, they're going to be the home, the about us, team, testimonials, case studies, client pages actually as well. They're really big at the moment. So what we do, and what a lot of other recruitment website providers do, you can create a page dedicated to your clients. So if you recruit for IBM, and maybe IBM are looking for 10 back-end developers and they've entrusted you those roles exclusively, you can create a website, you create a page on your website dedicated to that recruitment drive. So you can have a page about a bit about their history, this specific office, with a Google map to the office, maybe some images about the office. You can have the job specs on there as well. You can have the benefits. You can have some like testimonials from like candidates or people that you've placed there. You can have video content from the actual kind of hiring manager, or a video from the team that they're going to be working with. Maybe some kind of bits about their some like nights they've gone out with, social, like team nights out and stuff like that, really. Client landing pages, they're really big as well. Other pages, just the general run of the mill, terms of use, privacy. Blogs are absolutely huge. Make sure you've got a blog page. They really do help when it comes to kind of SEO. You can write a blog piece in an hour or two, and that could consistently bring in 10, 20, 30 to your website on a monthly basis if you land a good blog piece. So those are the things that I think I don't know, I think I might be coming to my 20-minute end period now, but yeah. I don't know if anyone wants to jump in or
Yeah, Robert, if you have anything else you want to talk about, you can definitely go on. I think the session is going very well, and if you have anything more to share, we would love to hear it.
yeah, sure. And then I guess beyond that, so just the other kind of general pages. So I said, yeah, case studies and testimonials are really good when it comes to kind of bringing on new clients to your business. So if you've been working with clients they directly compete with, if there's a page dedicated to, if you're working with IBM and you're pitching for, I don't know, Hewlett Packard, they may land on your website, see that you work with IBM and you've recruited for specific roles they're recruiting for, and they've got case studies there that kind of show how well you've done and the time and the process and all those kind of things. Really, I think that's really useful. I think having page dedicated to your specialisms, the niches that you recruit for. If you're obviously a generalist, that's a bit different. But yeah, if you're a niche recruiter, then have those pages dedicated, kind of telling them about the areas, the sectors that you recruit for. I'd say I guess your kind of pricing models that are what you kind of offer. So if you kind of work on a contingency basis, or you're for exclusive or retained, or if you do thing, whatever it may be, I'd recommend putting that onto your web. And then yeah, team pages. I think they're really integral. I think that's a great way to get buy-in from clients. So I'd recommend having those team pages on there. Have a little kind of bio. Have the contact links for for kind of visitors to reach out and get into consultants. And yeah, that's it. That is it, to be honest. Yeah, I can't really kind of think of too much else.
All right, all right. That was such a thank you so much, Robert. That was very interesting. We have lots of people watching, and we actually have a couple of questions as well. We have a question from an attendee. Since now we're transitioning into our Q&A round, so if anybody has any questions at this point, they can drop a comment in the chat, and Robert will answer as many questions as he can. So, Robert, the first question that we've received is, how do you increase loading speed for your website?
Yeah, sure. So yeah, well, I guess a bit more kind of technical, really. So I guess, how do you know how fast your website is, first of all? So what you can do is, there's a couple of things called Page Speed Insights. There's another one called Google Lighthouse. If you want to use Page Speed Insights, just type that into Google and just take your URL, and you can copy and then paste that into that website, and it will show you how fast your website is. Or there's another one called Google Lighthouse, which is easy to use. All you have to do is navigate to your website, right click on the website, from that little kind of toolbar that pops up, and you'll have this panel that appears on the right hand side of your screen. What you then want to do is scroll along, and there'll be a little thing up here saying Lighthouse. Click that, and then you run Page Speed Insights, which would be a little button around about here, and it will kind of show you how fast your website is, and it will give you a score out of 100. I'd say anything out of, I'd say 60 and above out of 100 is a reasonable score for a recruitment agency website. You should be able to get it higher than that. So from a technical point of view, what you can do, there's things such as kind of preloading the website, or server-side rendering. So if it's built using something called like Angular or React or something like that, you can use kind of server-side rendering, or there's other platforms you can kind of use it, and it kind of like renders the website first of all before the visitor kind of lands on it. So it means there's kind of a cache version almost kind of sitting around. So that kind of speeds up the website. When the developer's making it, they can make it in a modular way, so they don't load the whole website. I see when I visit a lot of recruitment agency websites, I land on the website and they end up just loading everything that the website's going to possibly need. You don't necessarily need to do that. Not page on your website. You can have certain parts of your website that you just load when they navigate to those particular particular parts. How else? Images can kind of slow down your website as well. So if you're using PNG or JPEG images, you can convert those into AVIF or WebP, which are more kind of internet friendly image formats, which are a bit kind of smaller. Resolution is still really good, but they're a bit smaller and a bit quicker. You can convert all your images to those. And yeah, there's a couple of kind of quick ways, I guess, to kind of speed up your website. There's certain platforms you might not want to use. So WordPress, if you're using WordPress, it can be good for making websites. If you're using too many plugins, it can kind of slow things down a little bit. And that goes with kind of integrations. If you've got an enterprise level website, it's got loads of kind of integrations. You've got a chatbot in there, you've got a CRM in there, you've got a chat application, you've got WhatsApp being a load first of all, before it's kind of live. Then that can kind of slow things down. Video content as well can slow things down as well. So if you've got a website that has a hero video kind of image thing that appears when you first kind of visit the website, you might want to look at kind of compressing that video content or word that video content, because that can really slow down websites as well. If you've got a big kind of video thing on your homepage, that kind of slows down websites. So maybe look at kind of compressing that a bit better. So yeah, there's a couple of things. I guess moving on to the other questions, some quick SEO wins. I'm not like a massive SEO expert, to be honest. I'm more kind of a software developer. We do a bit of SEO stuff. I work with two SEO consultants who know way more than me when it comes to these things. But from a non-technical perspective, some quick SEO wins. I would say when you're saving images in your website, make sure they're saved with a relevant file name that's relevant to the recruitment industry, your niche. And so instead of just, maybe you've got an image of two people in a meeting room, you don't just want to save it as 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. You don't want to save that as like, two people. Maybe like you just said two people. You might want to save it as like, consultant speaking with engineer in meeting room or something like that, really. And then you can check your meta title and meta tag and meta description. So that's basically what Google uses to work out what your website is about, what each page is about. So sometimes I kind of visit pages or websites and they just don't have those set up properly. So make sure all of those things are kind of set up properly. I say having blogs on your website is a big one. I'd say that's really important. I think a lot of kind of recruitment agency owners sometimes think a keyword is important or is going to bring in traffic to their business, and then you analyze that keyword and no one actually searches for that keyword on a monthly basis. So if you are going after specific keywords, make sure they actually get traffic first before you kind of go after them, and make sure, you don't want to kind of compete for a keyword that maybe gets 1,000 searches every single month, but everyone on the first page is a domain authority of 50 and your website's got a domain authority of 5. Keywords that you can realistically get that are kind of relevant to your business. What else? But yeah, blogs. I say just having all the relevant pages on your website as well. So quick wins from that point of view, just having lots of pages. So there's so many websites I come across, as I mentioned before, that just maybe they only have 10 or 50, kind of have every relevant page, because each of those pages is going to have a chance of ranking for 1 or 5 or 10 different kind of keywords, really. And the more pages you have, the more chance in a way that you have of kind of getting for those things, really. Backlinks, reach out and get backlinks. I mean, I'm a big fan of kind of backlinks. I think that is one of the biggest reasons why your website's going to rank highly in the search engines. So reach out, if you're with Recruit CRM, you get in touch with the team there and be like, hey, we're a recruitment agency, we've been with you with your CRM, with your CRM for the last 10 years, 5 years, 2 years. Can we write a blog for the website and get a backlink? Or maybe, oh, hey there, can we write a blog for can write a blog piece for your accountancy firm website and get a little backlink there? Or maybe you've got peers in, maybe there's other kind of recruitment agencies that you partner with. Maybe you can write a blog piece to them and get a backlink. Or you're part of kind of membership groups, recruitment membership groups. Get in touch with those groups and say, look, can we write a little blog piece and get a backlink going to our website? You can buy backlinks. I'd say they're pretty risky unless you know what you're doing. So don't if you don't know what you're doing, because they can really tank your website. Google kind of just ignores a lot of the toxic links these days, so it shouldn't be too bad. But I've seen people buy bad backlinks and it just tanks their website. So I'd say when it comes to SEO, there's no quick wins. You can get to the first page, but it's going to take you 3 to 6 months to get to the first page for 10, 20 relevant search terms.
All right, awesome, Robert. Thank you so much for answering those questions. I think that's pretty much the time that we have and all the questions that we have as well. So yeah, that was a lovely session. I quickly want to thank Robert and all the attendees for joining. Robert, do you have any closing remarks before we end?
No, thanks a lot for anyone that did listen to me. That was a long time to speak, to be honest. I can't remember the last time I spoke for 30 minutes straight. So yeah, I really appreciate everyone coming along, listening to me. I'm probably not the most exciting person, so thanks a lot for coming along. Thank you to Recruit CRM as well for having me. I always hear good things about the CRM. I never hear bad. Otherwise, I wouldn't partner up with these guys. So yeah, if you're still in the market or you're thinking about switching, I always hear good things. I never hear anything bad about these guys. So I kind of recommend at least having a little demo. And yeah, thanks a lot. Thanks a lot for coming. I'm going to wrap up there and have my dinner and have a beer. And that will be me.
All right, thank you so much, Robert. So thank you so much to everyone for joining and for listening in. I hope everybody was able to take something very valuable away from today's session. And we've dropped a couple of links. We've dropped Robert's website and his LinkedIn, so you definitely want to connect with him. To learn more about group of websites, and he's definitely one of the best people in the business. And we've dropped a couple of links. If you want to book a demo with us, there's a link in the chat right now. If you want to sign up for a free trial, the link for that is there as well. And we have actually our annual survey going on right now. So if you fill out that survey, you will get a chance to win an exclusive recruiter toolkit. So definitely you might want to try that out as well. So yeah, all these links are in the chat for you to engage with. And yeah, thank you so much again, Robert, for doing the session with us. And yeah, we'll talk to everybody again soon. All right, thank you.
Bye.
Thank you. Bye bye.